Welcome in. I don't like this without the third chair. Looks weird. Anyway, it's Thursday. It's quick picks. If Che was lactose intolerant, he would be
tough.
in
Would be
trouble.
I got cream like behind my ears.
Gross,
it's a bad
bro.
scene. I gotta get in the shower in a minute.
Got cream everywhere.
That's how it be sometimes. Another Thursday at the stool. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean, Che, but not really at all.
So Brandon is picking up his mama.
Yep.
So we're gonna need a chat play. So drop your picks in the chat right now.
Chat. Go ahead, chat. Get crazy with it. Give us a pick that will rock our socks.
I blew it last night. Jalen Williams, 2 3-point attempts. Tough. He had one. I don't know if you watched the game to the very last second. There was like 5 seconds in the game. They were down by whatever it was, 9 points. It was game over. But he took a 3-pointer from pretty far, like 30 feet.
Yeah.
But it hit the front of the ring. It looked like it was going in.
That would
have been an epic way to win because it would have been like a buzzer.
Even before the ball got knocked out of bounds, he pump faked.
Yes, he did.
It, and then it was going to go back to him for a three. He got knocked out of bounds, so I was glad he was able to get the three up. But he only got 2 looks. They were just making him drive all night.
Tough. He played great, but yeah, he didn't shoot.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
Speaking of great basketball players and Brandon to visit his mama, the Brandon Walker picture is just fantastic.
I mean, I am so firmly in the camp of that as the best case scenario, but it has the potential to be the worst case because if that guy stinks, you got to disassociate so quick. But he's a transfer. Like, you're expecting this guy. He put up, from the stat lines I'm seeing, like pretty good numbers. So I'm expecting him to be a very good
player. But I think regardless, Brandon Walker will always hold a special place for Brandon Walker in his heart because he loves Brandon Walker.
True. Is there a chance he gets drafted, this kid?
I have no idea. I know nothing about him except he's Brandon Walker that transferred to Mississippi State. That's all I need to know.
There's always a chance he could end up going second round next year.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to. I'm not saying like a lottery pick, but if he gets drafted, can you imagine? They're announcing Brandon Walker from Mississippi State with the.
That would rock. I would love
with
that.
the 53rd pick. The Chicago Bulls select Brandon Walker.
And then he would have to get the jersey and just like be the biggest fan ever. They'll play golf together or something.
Of course. A shout out to #1 overall pick Connor Griffin.
Shout out to Connor Griffin.
Big shout out.
With a K.
All right, I'm going to take the Tigers on the run line today. This is a situational play that I love. The Tigers just got beat 10-1.
Oof.
10-1 by the Orioles. But my thing is they're coming back out today and throwing their ace and friend of the program, Scooball.
Yep.
He's going to be pitching tonight. And on the opposite side, you have Creamer. And what I think is going to happen is that Scooball is going to absolutely shut down this lineup. They're collectively batting 188 off of them. Not great. And they have a big bounce back tonight, and the Tigers get the job done.
Okay. I am in the diamond. I thought about doing a Stevie Ice pick for tonight. I don't hate McDavid or 1.5 points, so I'm going to stay away from that. I was going to get a little bit cute on the diamond, and I opted against it. Kyle Tucker over half a walk is very appealing. He's going against I think it's Andrew Haney is the pitcher, and he has 8 walks in 22 plate appearances against him. That is a plus 120 prop. I very much considered it. I'm gonna.
I'd say you like a lot tonight.
I'm gonna put this in a parlay separately from anything else, but I'm going with just Cubs run line. They're playing the Pirates. They're a much better team than the Pirates. They score so many more runs. Paul Skeens is not pitching. Andrew Haney, not the best pitcher. Although the Cubs got Jameson Talent going, has been pretty good lately. Yeah. So I'm expecting the Cubs, who lead the majors in runs scored, to defeat the team that is 29th in the MLB in runs per game by 2 or more runs.
All right, and has the chat gotten crazy? Have they gotten cute?
They are going to the ice.
All right, what are we doing?
Got Game 4, Stanley Cup Finals.
Yep.
Oilers at Florida. They're going with Evan Bouchard, 4+ shots on goal, coming in at plus 100.
All right, pretty much even money.
Firing from deep.
Bouchard.
So we have Cubbies run line, or money line or run line?
Run line.
Run line. We have Tigers run line, and then we have, what's his name? I'm not familiar with my hockey.
Evan Bouchard.
Evan Bouchard, 4+ shots on goal. Give me the number, Lukey.
Plus 650.
Plus 650. 650.
In the betting group right now.
In the betting group right now. And all you have to do is make sure you're a part of the DraftKings Sportsbook, the best and only sportsbook we use here at Barstool. You got to follow us in the Barstool betting group because Che loves so many picks. You got to see all of them that he puts in today. He's not going to tell you all of them here. You got to see what else he puts out there. I might have some more ball that I decide to bet tonight. You never know. But if you do know, you'll see it in the Barstool betting group. Besides that, Che, you got anything else to say?
We should talk. So Yak just went long. We had a special show. There is, and this got announced, I think, internally like 2 days ago. But in mid-August, there is going to be a Barstool company outing at a rooftop at a Cubs game. So if you want to join us, everyone from the office is going. Megan and I are going. Big Cat's going.
Yep.
Brandon will be there. Everybody's going to be there. We have a private rooftop. We're going to be bringing 10 stoolies.
Yep.
Or just people that like coffee. Go to StellaBlueCoffee.com. It's through the end of the day. If you buy anything on StellaBlueCoffee.com, you're entered to win. And I can say this. I don't know if this has been officially announced, but people that win get to bring a +1.
Ooh, a +1, you don't say.
Yeah. So it
you
should
could
be a good
you could either really impress a girl or really turn her off a lot.
time.
I
Just bring it. If you're gonna turn her off a lot, bring a dude.
yeah, just
Or
bring
really impress a guy.
dudes only, man.
That would be a very impressive date to bring a fella on.
Yeah, girls can win
a fella,
too,
a
Megan.
fella date, but a woman date. Imagine your first date and being like, "Yeah, this is the podcast I listen to. We're gonna go hang out with them."
Big Cat's definitely gonna be buying a ton of 50-50. Did you see DiMartino won another 50-50?
No, what he has
I
paid the
don't-
devil.
It was an
something.
away. It was an away game because it was I believe it was just against the Reds recently, but he won it. I think it wasn't as big as the other ones. I think it was like 5. But
Cliff, if
still,
you're out there
that's
and you're listening, which
insane.
you are out there and you probably are listening at some point, who did you give your soul to win 5 50-50s?
I think he just buys a ton of.
But so does Dan when he goes. So does PFT. All of these, I've never known anyone to win a 50-50.
And DiMartino has won so many to where has an insane return on it.
Yeah, his clip, that's that. No one does that.
He's the best to do it.
He's the best to ever do it. Shout out Cliff DiMartino. Maybe number 1 stoolie in the world.
Maybe. Hockey tonight. That's the main event. We obviously got basketball tomorrow. Luke, you're the hockey guy. What are we looking for tonight?
I think the Panthers take a 3-1 lead.
Really?
I do. I will say though, the blowout from last game in
First
hockey,
game rotate,
blowouts don't carry over. Typically, it's not like in a series like this, you don't typically go, oh well, they blew them out. They're just a way better team. They'll do it again. I just think the Panthers have too much for the Oilers. I think the Oilers are trending downward because their depth that has shown up in the earlier rounds is now back to what it used to be. Skinner, who had a magical run last series, is now back what he typically is in the playoffs. I haven't seen any news on who they're putting in net, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Pickard, if he's healthy. And I just think the Panthers take a 3-1 lead, but I wouldn't be surprised if Edmonton gets him back for a second win in Edmonton to make it 3-2.
I want to get the exact numbers. I feel like we should talk about this. It is on the DraftKings Sportsbook. What would you do if you were that dude with the championship ticket with the cash outs? What the cash out is at right now, $60,000 even.
I'd probably cash out. I don't know.
$270.
I never cash out, but $60,000 is $60,000. That's
I think it was a $13 bet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm just taking that.
If I can make $60,000 off that for 100% fact right now, I know that bragging.
It's gotta kill you that it was one.
Yeah, but
120 or something like that.
But bragging rights alone, you already have them for putting that parlay together. Everyone knows you did it. Usually people don't care about your parlay. That's a parlay you care about. That's crazy.
I tell you what, I'm not cashing it out. I am gonna hedge and take the Panthers.
I think that's a better call, actually.
Because you don't want to be the guy that has the massive ticket. You got to hedge a little bit,
right?
Not to get just your ticket back, $13, but you got a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
Responsibly pool your funds together. make a big bet so that, you either increase the cash out, and you can do that when it gets a little bit bigger. Like if you're in the six figures, I feel like you got to take it.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think OKC wins the series. I think tonight, if you think Florida's gonna win this thing, then that is a losing ticket.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So get what you can for it, but I would go with the hedge route first.
Yeah, go hedge. Go ahead and hedge.
What do you think about Indiana taking? You think OKC will still take care
I
of
still
the series?
think. You got the concerning part from the Thunder's end is like you got pretty good games overall, and I know that Chet wasn't as good in the second half, but you got pretty good games from Chet, who was 0 for 6 from 3, but otherwise had a good game, and Jalen Williams, and you lost. I don't think that's going to happen that often. SGA didn't play great. I thought him elbowing Nembhard to start was a really weird start from them. You always see him calm, cool, collected, and he was not that last night. And then you got a career game from Ben Mathurin. TJ McConnell didn't have like the points or anything, but 5 steals, stealing inbounds. He was the game changer for me that changed the whole game. So
yeah, right in the second.
I think so many, and Halliburton played well. Like you had so many things go right. If you're Indiana, Siakam had 21 points. Like all their guys played well, and they eked it out by 8, 9 points, something like that. And OKC kind of melting down at the free throw line late. I think this is probably going to be a 7-game series, but if they win Game 4, I think if Indiana's serious about winning this series, they have to win Game 4. I'm gonna go one further. I'm gonna call Game 4 must win for the Pacers.
I think it's must win both ways.
I think yes, I think whoever wins Game 4 is going to win the series.
Yeah.
But that's why I think it's a must win for the Pacers.
Yes. Yeah. Either they.
You can't lose this home court advantage that you just stole.
Exactly.
And go back with 2 of the final 3 in OKC.
Game 4 carries an insane amount of momentum right now, whether OKC or Indiana wins, because whoever wins is rolling back into Oklahoma City with a ton of momentum.
Yeah. You know what?
What are you going to do, Che?
I just want to look real quick and see what the buzzer beater is for this. It's 28 to 1.
All right.
It opened at 18, went to 22. I wasn't going to get in. I might think about it.
He might think about it. And while he thinks about it, you should, again, go put in the parlay. $650 over at the DK Sportsbook. Make sure you follow us in the betting group so you can see all our picks every day and every night. No?
Whatever you're doing.
You don't want it? You don't like it?
I don't approve of that, no.
No? Come on. I guess someone's got to give some energy in this room. You're full of dairy.
That's true. Yeah, no, it's
You're starting to sour.
It's tough. Well done. I got to hit the showers.
Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. We will be back. Brandon will be not. And we'll hopefully be a little richer.
See you guys.